Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to So Crypto, your home for Crypto TA. I am your host Martin. In this episode, we are going to be talking about Bitcoin Breakout. Now, if you are catching this from live, welcome. If you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and that bell. That way you will be notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us whenever the stream is done, join us in the Discord. Links will be going out here shortly. How's it going, guys? Thank you for being here on an awesome Wednesday night. Man, middle of the week. So far, it's been a good week for crypto, right? Can't really complain. So, ADA. Yeah, we got a push request for ADA. And Steve's also saying ADA. So, great. We'll do ADA. Right? We'll start with Bitcoin, then we'll go from there, right? Let's roll. Right on. So, what's happening with crypto, man? Well, you know, we are breaking out of a triangle on the larger scale things, right? On market cap, we're breaking out of this triangle. It looks as though we want to break out. We're just breaking out yesterday, or today actually, and then for tomorrow, Thursday, we need to confirm breaking out, meaning we want to get above this here area at 1.92 trillion, 1.98 trillion, and then head for that $2 trillion mark. That was going to be a beautiful move if we manage to get it. Again, we could come back test this zone before we try to rally, but right now it's good. Again, we're getting a breakout, right? A good breakout. I have not updated this to go with the wicks here on the top, so if I do that, man, are we still breaking out? That's going to be the question, right? If I do that, man, we're not breaking out yet, right? We're far from breaking out. We're away from breaking out. So, do we want to consider that, man, or do we want to consider that we're breaking out? I think we're going to go with this and say we're not breaking out yet, and it's kind of going to match with Bitcoin because we did the same thing with Bitcoin. We went with the wicks. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to draw this longer line. And oh, snap, not like that. Like that. There we go. And here as well. So again, that is our triangle. And it just happens to more or less match up with Bitcoin around May 17th or so. So moving up. Still need to get above 1.92 trillion. We're at 1.91. Very, very close. We just hit it and rejected it. Hopefully we can get above there and try to go higher still. Man, this hidden divergence, is it still there? I think it might still be here, man. Yeah, we're just going to say it's moving sideways here, and we're going slightly higher. All right, that's going to get rid of it, I think. That's going to get rid of it, right? So where do we close here? 1.914, 1.193. Man, it's just like 0.001 below. Do we want to say it's moving sideways? I will say it's moving sideways. You know, we still try to go up a little bit right now. If we don't want to say that and we say, oh, it's 0.001 down, just to be super tight on the numbers, we would say, yo, there's hidden bearish divergence still in play. I believe it might not play out depending on how today goes. We might be shaking it off. But I'll leave it there just because it's still there. It's going to bug me if I don't leave it as it is. But that's it for market cap, man. Again, if we do move down, we're going to be aiming for 1.84 trillion. Hopefully, again, we can get above here 1.92 and then try to get above this upper portion of the triangle at 1.96 and then go for that $2 trillion mark. Let's check out the Bitcoin. Where Bitcoin at? Bitcoin confirming a breakout, right? Confirming a breakout on the neckline, right? So we have our double bottom here, sort of. And we had our neckline. We finally broke out yesterday. All right, today we're confirming that we want to be out, and then we should be trying to look for that measure move to come into play. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shift this over to this side. Again, same targets apply. Just shifting over here because it's messing around with the perception of today's candle. How much of it we can see. So we're starting to go down a bit again. We could still come up to this top portion of the triangle and face resistance, right? So before we go for that measure move, there is a resistance that we have to break. Hopefully we're able to break it. Now, we did have strong bullish divergence for that run. There is nothing bearish right now here in sight. That's going to put pressure, right? Here to here, we're coming up slightly higher. More positive momentum. Here to here, we're also coming slightly higher. And from the previous point here, high point, a lower point, right? So high price, a lower price, and high to low as well. And a high on the other side to a lower point. So there's nothing bearish overhead. We could still try to run and get to that upper portion of the triangle. Once we get there, we'll have to see if we have divergence still. So we are working out of this area. But we still have not broken out of that triangle, right? And for that to happen, I think market cap also needs to get a breakout going on here. Again, this goes all the way to May 7th, right? Market cap, we're looking at May 17th. So May, that's when the pattern comes to full maturity. We usually tend to get breakouts between 50 and 75% of the way into the pattern. from what we've seen. So let's see if we can get that break coming in soon, hopefully to the upside. Neutral at 57.65. Again, not a lot going on. Since yesterday I said that we're confirming being outside of that area, which is good. Again, here we had the bullish divergence hidden, running on that. And what's happening afterwards? Man, on this move, are we creating divergence? From here to here, we don't have it, but on this shorter move, I think here we have strong bearish divergence still. And that's going to put pressure on the price. And it's going to try to make the corn go down a bit, right? So again, are we having this, or just imagine that? I'm going to have to swim in a lot here, man, because this is going to get tight. No, we're definitely going lower. So we don't have this divergence. I saw something wasn't there. All right, so we're coming from a high point to a lower point on the price, right? So high, low, positive, less positive, and high on the RSI to a lower point on the RSI as well. So that being the case, we don't have anything bearish. This is just some kind of consolidation we're getting. We don't even have anything bullish besides the hidden bullish that we had back here. And that hidden bullish was strong enough to get us above this previous high here. And even from the previous high, we're not creating anything bearish. So everything's looking good right now. Managing to close slightly higher here. Again, continue with that green. Low, lower high, higher high, right? Potentially coming in, and then start creating that bearish divergence that I was looking for. That wasn't really there. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Again, right now we can still go for a new rally, a small rally, and then create that bearish divergence so that we can see pressure build on that Bitcoin price, right? And that could be coming near that top of the triangle, right? So here in the smaller move, we're looking at this as a triangle with the data that we had till yesterday. We're somewhere around here. We're getting that weird breakdown here at 9 and 10 coming down to this bottom portion. And now with the new data that we got, we can definitely look at this in a different light and say, well, what if this is what we're looking at here, right? So what if we had this potential falling wedge or this downsloping channel, sorta, more like a falling wedge, but then we go from here to here just to get that measure move going, and then we measure a breakout. And are we hitting a measure move once we broke out? Yes, we hit a measure move. Right, so or flag here or impulse up, and that flag that we did bring to the upside again. We're looking at it as a triangle, but as data keeps on developing, we are allowed to just say, okay, it's no longer a triangle, it's turning into a wedge, or it's no longer a wedge, it's just breaking down, right? It's no longer a flag, or it's no longer a wedge, it's a downsloping channel, right? So again, all those things we're able to do. That's when we get new data, and once we get new data, we have to consider it into the analysis. Yesterday when we left, we're here. This candle hadn't yet closed, but again, you know, we had closed probably a 9 p.m. candle, or 8 p.m. candle. Sorry, for me it was here live. Yeah, for me it was 8 p.m. So we were here on this candle. And then when I left, we were here on this candle. Yeah, not this candle hadn't come in yet, 10 p.m. So again, with that, we can see that we're getting this nice movement up, that rally, fake breakout here, coming back in. And again, all these could be adjusted maybe to the wicks or things like that. Not a bad move here on Bitcoin, right? Getting that breakout to the upside. And again, with that, right now we're starting to come back down because we finished this measure move, or this move. And usually after pattern completion or after hitting a measure move, we get retrace, right? So we're retracing a bit. Nothing crazy going on here. We're not creating anything super, exciting. Low, high, negative, more negative, or we didn't even have more negative momentum here because we don't have negative momentum island here. But from way back here, right? Look, boom. More negative, right? So we can say low to high, and then from the previous high point, or yeah, from the previous island negative momentum, highest point, right? We would still have, so even if we were to anchor from here, the highest point, we'd still be having this, right? And just to make sure, yes, that is the highest point. So hidden bullish, action to the upside, getting that 20, trying to get above it, finally breaking through. So good stuff happening here, and that's part of the reason that we're breaking up and bringing to the upside, and we're doing good, right? So short-term move here. From here to here, there's nothing bearish. On a larger move, from way back here, there is some slight, strong bearish divergence. It's just very slight, though, because we're definitely going slightly higher. But again, from this move, from this spike point here on the MACD, right, we are getting this divergence to come in. So, bearish divergence, strong action, downside, putting pressure. We might be going for that 20, and we also have the support of that resistance line that we broke out of, right? So Bitcoin doing good. Let's go check out Ethereum, and then we'll do ADA. Ethereum, double bottom, resistance line being broken, getting above that 236 finally, right? Because yesterday managed to go slightly below it, finally getting above it, and also, right, also that double bottom, getting that break out of that second bottom, right? That neckline that we have on the bottom, and finally moving up. And again, with that, we can still be looking for higher move. And on Bitcoin, this move will be triggering a move to potentially somewhere around here, 3,459-ish, right? That'll be a pretty solid move for Ethereum. We'll give it very, very nice recovery. Wouldn't be against that. But for that to happen, we need to get above 3,158, then we need to get above 3,224, which is kind of where we are with our 382. And then above there, we're going to go for the 50% retrace. But before that, we have to hit 3,539, right? But we are going to get pattern completion before then. And again, so that's how we play it, right? We go here, then we go here, then we go pattern completion, then we go to 3,500, then we go to the 50% retrace, right? So those are the moves for Ethereum if we do want to move back up. We are seeing bought at 60.59 on the RSI. With that, not a lot going on here. We don't have anything bearish. We were looking at something bearish here. Guess what? We pumped more, right? So we pumped slightly more. We also managed to go slightly higher here. So we negated that bearish divergence that we're looking for. And we knew it was a possibility that we could try to break out, particularly if Bitcoin was also breaking out, right? All right. Awesome, War. Thanks for letting me know you're here, man. And yo, congrats on holding the longs, man. Yes, the market's not looking too bad right now. It'll be nice if we go for those measure moves, right? That's where we should be going. So here on the 4-hour chart, man, I'm just gonna draw this line real quick. I want to match it with things down here. Particularly coming from positive, right, to negative. So here we had bearish divergence, move down to a 20, bounce, nothing bullish. And then here in the short term, right, again, against MACD and the RSI, bearish divergence strong, potential fraction downside. We might go to that 20 again. We shall see. We're not going to create anything. We're not going to create anything bullish when we go there, but we're going to see what happens. And that will be a target right now, 2,958. We're sitting at 3,014, so we're not really that far off from these targets. It's going to be a quick drop. And we're sitting neutral at 57.87 on the RSI, meaning, you know, price perceived to be okay. And we can see that because this considers the last 14 periods. If you look at the last 14 periods, we're more or less been around this area. And that's why our RSI is also saying that we are neutral, right? Belonging some of those trade setups. Yeah, we haven't really seen a lot of patterns, right? We had a cup and handle on some things that could play out. So we're going to check if those are still building. We had hidden divergence here, action to the upside, right? We were looking for that. Again, getting that nice rally coming up. Low to high, and low. Where are we at here? High to low, right? So some super slight bearish divergence here. Strong bearish divergence. It's just barely there, man, right? But we have it. We did manage to anchor. And strong bearish starting to come down, just like we had with Bitcoin. With that, we could be looking for a movement down. And we're also going to have support. Just like Bitcoin had a support there, we're also going to have support here on Ethereum. That movement down gets us to go to 2,984. But we have the 20 moving average also very close at 1,987. So a lot of support here in this zone, right? There we go. Right on. So that's what happened here in Ethereum. Let's go check out ADA. I think ADA was one of those coins that was creating that cup and handle. Man, if we're not going down, we're not going to be going for that cup and handle. No, we're not going for the cup and handle, right? Look at that. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that, right? Because, well, we had a rally. We had our cup formation here. Now, again, we had to measure from the wicks. But today, man, that 13% rally, very, very nice. 1.09 cents. Again, almost at its previous level of 1.21, where it floated for quite a bit of time, forever and ever, right? So it's near our area that could hold, right? We're back into the zone of support, which is good. We're no longer floating in limbo here. And again, from back here, we could say LTH. From here, there could have been some kind of supports that we're holding on to, right? And I think that's precisely what happened. Although they're not super strong because there's not a lot of data at this point. I think that's something that we held on to. I'm going to get rid of that. I am going to try to go hunt for those supports and look at them tighter. But right now, I don't want to do it when I'm here because it just requires me to go back and forth a lot. Not only there, but also look way back here and see if there's things that we're hitting. So I might do that off the air to not take a lot of time. I'm just going to leave this line. I'm just going to leave it here. Somewhere here for that support. Now I'm just going to check real quick. Like I said, way back here. If we had anything around that area, you can see that here. We didn't have a lot going on here in this area. And then if we go to right now and we zoom in, We're kind of holding near that area. We broke slightly. So again, I would have to go and pinpoint a little bit better. Look at the wicks, look at the bottoms. But that's usually how I'll be looking for those support lines that I draw here on the chart, right? So here we are going higher, right? We are breaking that neckline here. But we're not doing the handle portion. And the fact that we're not having that same height basically negates this as a cup and handle. So no longer do we have a cup and handle here, right? It's just rallying. Very, very nice rally coming. Yeah, we'll do XRP in a second. Higher, more positive, higher still. Bought at 69.11. So nothing bearish here, right? It's just going higher. On the bullish divergence that we had, that's fine. We had bullish divergence. We had a reason for the rally. Let's go to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour chart, we were looking for some bearishness, right? You got us to stagnate a bit. And it was not strong enough to take us down. So again, we managed to hold on to it 95.953 95.3 cents. And rallying on that, nothing bearish afterwards. So we can say that this bearish divergence is no longer valid, right? Until yesterday when we're looking at this, it was a valid assumption that we could be going down to support. No longer do we have it, that's fine. That's why I said keep on tracking, keep on checking if it's going to trigger. If it's going to trigger, then you know you're waiting for a movement down, but you have to keep watching the market for that. Here on this last bit, there is some strong bearish divergence developing from here to here, going slightly higher on the price. And we have it here on the RSI only, not against the MACD, but it's super tiny. It's just like this. And I usually don't like it when it's on the short moves. Rather see it on a larger move, right? From the previous island or from some larger move here. We're going to match and see if we have something on the 1 hour there. And here we're sitting overbought at 78.46. Again, going extremely high with strong bearish divergence of sorts. That which usually would tell us that we're moving down. So impulse up here, consolidated for about a 4-hour candle. Then pump back up again, and we're consolidating. So I would not be surprised if we have this bullish divergence happening on here, right? And look at this, right? Boom, strong bearish, right? Why was I saying that? Right? Because when you flag and you pump again, you have to pump with a lot of strength for you to not have divergence. And on the 4-hour chart, it was extremely easy to tell that this was an impulse up and then this was consolidation, right? And then came down here and then we impulsed up and now we're consolidating again. So if we managed to impulse up again here, we're probably going to still be going slightly lower than the previous high we had here, right? So slightly, still going slightly higher, but coming in slightly lower on the RSI or the MACD and have that strong bearish divergence. But again, seeing that pattern, it makes it really easy to match here to say, yo, there's strong bearish divergence against the MACD, the RSI. We had the potential for action to downside. Here we had some of that bearish divergence. We were moving down a bit. So even when we were live, we were here at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., trying to hold that support of the 20. We did manage to stay above that 95.3 cent area, right? 95.3. And now we're pumping in again, creating that bearish divergence strong while being overbought, potential for action to downside. But we are flagging, right? We are flagging a bit. That means that we could try to rally a little bit more, create that flag again, and maybe here create also more bearish divergence strong against the MACD, against the RSI, and then look for that breakdown to happen. Right? Don't wait for that move though, because the breakdown could start happening here. We do have the bearish divergence. All I'm saying is, because we're getting that impulse up, right? As we can tell here on the 4-hour, that new impulse up, and that flag happening here, it would give us an indicator that this flag usually, it's that slightly down sloping. You would tend to break to the upside, right? But if we break down, remember there is strong bearish divergence here already that could play this to the downside, right? Yeah. All right, so that's it for ADA. Let's go check out XRP. Right on the daily, we're looking for potential cup and handle, man. Do we still have this forming here? Do we still have this? Well, we also had that triangle that we're breaking to the upside. We have not yet gone for that measure move, just like Bitcoin, getting a sort of breakout. Here, we're still going with the bodies. We didn't quite go with the wicks. But if that is the case, we're looking for 95 cents almost, 90.8 to that support. And if we go with the wicks, we're probably also getting a breakout already. So by going with the wicks, the line would be looking like this, basically, right? So like this. Again, we're also getting that same breakout, right? So good stuff. Again, we're looking here for a cup and handle. This needs to rally a little bit more. This needs to come up here. I can't remember. I think here we use the bodies for this analysis. I think we went with the wicks because the bodies were good enough to let us know that, yes, it was a 45% rally. So we can go with the bodies. We need to get at least to this high here, right? Not 87.89 for this to become the other lip. And then we look for that handle formation. That means we got to get some movement down here, right? So we need to rally a little bit more, then get that movement down and get that lift formation, and look for that movement up, right? That's how we will play that cup and handle if it is to be formed. So for now, we're coming up higher, still lower than the previous high. So nothing here that is bearish, right? Last we had some hidden bullish and breaking out of this area to the upside. So good stuff. Neutral at 58.83. Let's go to that 4-hour chart. We had this hidden divergence action to the upside, getting that pop. We didn't create anything bearish to there. That's fine. We are pulling back down. We might have some bearish divergence here on the 1 hour. And just so I know where we're talking about, I'm gonna send this back to the 1 hour chart. Hopefully I can match it. It's not gonna be floating exactly where it's supposed to be touching. I might be able to see where it's at, and I want to see if we do have that divergence there. Now we are still coming up slightly higher here, and we're having a little bit more of that negative momentum. So we are creating, I think, some of this hidden divergence, and this hidden bullish divergence could give us that support that we're looking for, right? And it is holding on to that 20 on account that we have this hidden divergence. And again, could be going for that movement up. If we do, we need to get above 85.22 cents, and then we should be still on an uptrend. Again, this uptrend looks nice. If we are to draw a large line here, I think we can draw it like this and say that, yo, we are having, again, hit line here, hit point here, hit point here, hit point here, and this is our support line. I'm just gonna leave it on blue. I like it now, support line. If we break that, we might go short-term bearish. Again, we need to pump a little bit more so we can get that lip to fully form and then get that drop happening, right? And break this neckline so we can go make that formation on the handle. Neutral 54.22. Let's go on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, I was looking for something here. We do have it, right? I was kind of matching it already yesterday, and I know it's this line because it is not touching any point here, like it's here on the tops of the candles. But we're looking for that divergence to form, and we still had it, right? We still made it here, and finally here as well, right? So bearish divergence strong, potential for a movement down, right? So not a bad move here on XRP. Then we did move down a bit. We probably created some hidden bullish, I can tell. And then here in the short term, we're creating some strong bullish. So here to here, it's strong bullish divergence. I'm just going to match it real quick. And the hidden divergence I was talking about goes from here to here, and then from here to here, right? So this hidden divergence got us to pop. We hit the 20. We met target, reject it, right? We weren't able to break above. We were not able to get above this previous high. So now we're creating that strong bullish, and now we're trying to go for that movement up. So on this move, again, high point, lower point of the price, so high to low. Positive momentum, less positive momentum, right? So we're coming down as well, and also coming down here on the RSI. So nothing bearish overhead. And then on this last bit, right, high to low, positive, less positive, and high to low. So nothing here that is bearish. It's doing okay. Again, not really bad on XRP. I like where it's at. I think it could be setting up for a good move. We shall see, right? So hopefully we can get XRP to keep rallying. That's going to be fairly nice. We can see XRP pump a little bit more from here. It's going to be very nice to see. So for XRP, that's it for Bitcoin. That's it for Ethereum. Let's go back up here to Bitcoin again real quick. See if we're hitting other targets, right? Because here we were going for that break here above 2,996 to 40,996, but we're still failing, right? It's the third time. Like we failed here, we also failed here, right? So we try to break out, we reject it. Not good, right? We need to break out of this area. We haven't been unable to break that 40,996. I was kind of happy when I saw it earlier today. It was around 43,000 a couple hours ago, right? Just hate the fact that we were unable to hold this area, right? Don't like it. Don't like it because it's just showing weakness. Why am I saying it's showing weakness? Well, unable to get above the resistances. What that tells us is that we're not ready to move higher. And then we start looking for movements down, right? Moving down, that might give us some strength or some strong signal, some bullish divergence, right? Something like that. So we can then pump back up and go through that area. Right? It's let's say you're trying to ram a castle gate. And you're not really getting that movement back, so you can slingshot and push through and with strength and try to break that area, right? All you're doing is just back and forward, 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 right? It's just small moves. This move has much more power because it's starting to come up with a lot more strength. Then oh, I'm weak. Oh, I'm weak. Oh, I'm weak, right? So like they're like running back and running forward to try to like push through a door instead of just like, you know, tapping the door consistently. So again, we need to get that strength to come through so we can boom back up, right? That usually comes with a movement down. Could we go back down to that 40,997? We could. I mean, I kind of like where we're at, but to be honest, a drop to there would not be weird. That we are rejecting this area, and it is a channel that we're trading in. So it would not be weird to see a drop to that level. Am I thinking there's gonna be a drop to that level right now? Not right now. I think we'll get a bullish divergence after hitting the 20. Depends on how we get there, right? If it's a quick move and then a pop, it's gonna depend on how if we make this more negative momentum here, right? And if we do, then yes. I don't think we're gonna get in against the RSI. Maybe against the MACD. Create some bullish divergence there. If we just keep on flagging like this slowly, if this is gonna die out slowly, and by the time we hit the 20, well, that 20 is gonna keep on climbing, right? So when we made the 20 is gonna be interesting, right? And then we'll see how much negative momentum we're doing. But just watch out. It's very easy, man. You just have to make more negative momentum that you're doing here. And that's negative 10 on this move. Why am I saying that? Well, there is a break, right? There's a 3-bar break here. Then we have our 3 negative momentum island. Then we have our positive momentum island that we're in right now. Also, remember the crosses and the MACD and the signal line? Haven't been mentioning them lately, but again, we got our cross and MACD and signal line here, right? We got another cross here. And look at what happened after the cross. Boop, boop, right? Boom. So we are below 0 line. Now, I would have to check if we're above that 200 line to see if that MACD strategy targets an in. We are above that 200 that 200 line. So yes, we'll be targeting an in. For now, again, that already played out. We haven't really been paying a lot. I haven't really paying a lot of attention to those. Look at this here, right? We also got our cross here, right? Or here. Pop move to the upside, right? Again, are we above that 200? We were not. So MACD strategy would not have triggered an in. Now, going that back below this line and getting another cross here below the 0 line and us being above 200, that would be a MACD strategy in, and that would tell us that we are ready to move up higher, right? So again, it just depends what strategy you're trading with. MACD strategy tends to work. I use it. Again, we got a cross here a couple days ago, right? On March 15th. And a cross happening here. Get that movement up. But I know we're below a 200 moving average. I was going to show it real quick, but that 200 moving average is way above us, right? It's over here at 48,339. It's just way up there floating. Unreachable for the short term, I think. We'll see if we can get this going on for the next couple days. If we keep going with this and manage to break that 40,996 is going to be good. Otherwise, rejection of the zone and moving down to support and then try to pop back again. Yeah, I think we're getting some nice swing longs, but in yes, like for a drop. Yeah. To break out of this area, and then we're going to get to this like weird zone that is blue. We have a lot of short resistances and moving up, and then after that 46,000, we could be looking for that 49,000, right? Here is an alert I had, or a sort of high that I was marking at some point in time. That's my dotted lines. Haven't moved them. I don't think that's gonna be a super strong move, but the main high that we have now is this dotted line up here, or that dashed line, I guess. Anyways, that's it for Bitcoin again. Yeah, good stuff, guys. It's been a good day. So. I'm super tired. My kids have been waking up super late every night, throughout the middle of the night. Not super late. They've been waking up early, 6 in the morning, but they've been waking up throughout the night. So they wake us up, me and the wife. So it's just been like the last 3-4 nights. It's just been really, really bad sleep we've been getting. And also a lot of work. So I'll just do AVAX, and after that, I'm going to be signing off, right? I need to get some rest. I'm going to try to go to sleep early today. AVAX 84.46. Usual 55.76. All right. All right. AVAX on the daily. Are we doing anything here with the FIPS, right? High to low. Are we going low to high? Are we going low to high here? Yep, low to high. Now I'm gonna do the opposite and go high to low. I want to see where we're at. I'm gonna go from the high point here want to go to high point here because this we could consider to be our local high on AVAX, and then these are local low. And then we'll see that we're getting rejection of that 50% retrace, but we're still holding support at that 382, right? Previous fibs, it looks like we're holding support at 618, so very, very close to the current fibs. So if we do impulse up, consolidation, right? Impulse up, down, something consolidation, so we're flagging. This usually tells that we're looking for a movement up. If Bitcoin manages to hold, we could be going for that movement up. There was nothing bearish overhead. And the last thing we had here before that rally was some bullish divergence in AVAX, right? So here we go. All right, so there was a reason why we run to the upside. It was here. Neutral at 55.89. Let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour chart, look, coming up higher here as well. And with this move, we are creating this strong bearish divergence potential for moving down. Here at low, lower low, more negative momentum, lower still. From the previous low, we are creating hidden bullish. Right? Hidden bullish divergence, helping us hold, right, and try to get above that 20. We already met it, right? The movement's to 20 because that's the primary target right now. Hitting it, and we are rejecting it. So not a good move here. But this also happens to be, I think, where we're bouncing off that where we're bouncing at? Yeah, 382. I think that divergence, that hidden divergence that we have here, right here, this was helping us hold on to at 382. A hidden divergence on the 4 hour. If I wonder why this is not showing on the 4 hour. I know why it's not showing. Wonder why it's not triggering through the 4 hour chart. Here we go. There we are, right? So again, like I said, this is helping us to hold that support, right? So again, bearish divergence at a resistance. Wow, I just having to match beautifully. Bearish divergence at a resistance, breaking down, holding support with a hidden bullish. Again, I'm gonna try to break that 20. We're gonna try to hold this level. We're getting squished between the 20 and the support here at the 382. So we're gonna have to break either way, right? Fortunately, where we're at right now with the hidden divergence, yes, we met the 20. We'll try to get higher, then we're gonna try to come up here again, $91.46. Otherwise, if we're unable to hold this level, we're gonna break this level, and then we're gonna try to move down. And next target will be at $74.35. Again, just being tight. We do wait for a break. We either break up or break down, but you already know where we could go. Let's go to that 1 hour chart on the 1 hour. Right, low, high, low, positive, more positive, less positive, low, high, low. So nothing here that is bearish. Now, do we have anything here that is bullish? More negative momentum, coming down lower, lower still. So nothing bullish, nothing bearish here on the short-term move. No quirky, cool-looking pattern, right? No double bottom, no inverse head and shoulders, nothing like that yet. So for now, it's just consolidating. It's consolidating, and we can see that here in the daily, right? Impulse up, down, something consolidation. And that's it. So that's why the 1 hour looks like crud, right? It's just like, yeah, just bouncing here, not really doing a lot. We're consolidating this level, right? That's it. Down some consolidation, waiting for that break to the upside. If Bitcoin manages to hold, or not fall from current levels and tries to overtake that 40,996, and then we could see AVAX trying to go back higher and hopefully try to go for that impulse up after consolidating in a flag formation on the daily, right? Guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit the like, the bell, and the sub. Join us on the Discord. Links have gone out, right? They have gone out. They're pinned at the top of the chat. Remember, all the information that we provide here is for entertainment and educational purpose only. Please don't trade based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. On that note, thank you very much for watching. Catch you tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Hopefully, I'll be better rested. Yesterday, we had a pretty good stream. It was over an hour long. I missed those long streams, but I also need to get some good rest. I'm getting overloaded with work. There's stuff that happened. Some people got fired, and I'm picking up some of that slack that got left, and it kind of sucks because I'm assigned stuff that is not within my area of knowledge, I guess. I'm just picking up for new stuff, and kind of sucks because also I'm not getting paid more. I'm just getting more workload, which really freaking sucks. Anyways, I think that's it for tonight, guys. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Until then.